Are you ready to start your heritage or your history for this week? All right, put on your snowshoes. We're heading for Nepal. Have you ever heard of Nepal? It's going to be really cold this week, so put on a winter coat and your snowshoes as we'll walk into the country of Nepal. There are more modern looking ones now, but snowshoes used to look like tennis rackets on your feet. Before us stand the highest mountains on earth, the Himalayas. Look at that picture. Let's fit this to wit. Look at those mountains. The biggest mountain range on earth. Himalaya, you see this word, Himalaya? It means home of the snows. And this mountain range runs about 1,500 miles long. You may very well have heard of the highest mountain in the world, and you'll find it here. It's Mount Everest, the tallest mountain on earth. It's about 29,000 feet high. It's actually located in both Nepal and China. The brave people who help guide climbers up Everest are known as Sherpas. He's a Sherpa. He helps people climb up to Mount Everest. The word Shar means east, and the word Pa or Wa means people. So they are people from the east. In 1953, Sir Edmund Hillary of New Zealand and his Sherpa guide, Tenzing Norgay, were the first people to climb to the top of Mount Everest in 1953. Look at this page. Wow, look at these pictures. Look at that. This is a city in Nepal. It's a beautiful mountainside city, isn't it? Nepal has a very different flag. Most flags are rectangles or squares, but the flag of Nepal is made up of two triangles that look like the high mountains up here. Want to know something very interesting about the highest mountains on earth? You'll find seashells up there. Do you know why you're going to find seashells at the top of every big giant mountain? Do you remember Noah? Do you remember the ark? God saved him and his family and the animals and birds as well, while the ark was carried over the mountaintops during the great flood. Some people try to say the shells are there because the mountains pushed up from under the ocean. But that doesn't explain why there are shells all over the earth. With hundreds of flood legends told all over the world, it seems to be the people of the Tower of Babel. Their snowshoes. Look at these fossilized bones at the tippy top of the mountain. They only got there because of the flood, right? That's how they got there. Have you read the account of Noah in the Bible recently? You may have a special Bible you like to read from, or maybe your family talks about the flood and how God saved Noah and his family, along with the animals in the great ark they built. Genesis chapter 6 tells what was happening and what Noah would have to do. It's amazing that there are flood accounts from nearly every country or region of the world. Look them up sometime if you can, or read The Flood of Noah, Legends and Lore of Survival, which tells all about some of the different accounts. Look at this. That was huge, wasn't it? We went to go see, they built a replica of it, and we went to go see that not long ago, and it sure was neat. What do you remember about the account of Noah and the ark? What are some things you remember about it? Remember God told him how to build it, right? Do you remember what the name of the wood was that he had to use? It was called gopher wood. And then what did he put on it to make it where it wouldn't leak? He put pitch. Pitch was something that they made from the trees, and it would cause it not to leak. And he put 2 of every kind of animal. Plus, he put 7 of all the unclean and clean animals that they could eat, and unclean that they might do whatever else they did with. I don't think it was unclean. Shells are found all over the world in sedimentary rock, which is formed by sediments or layers of sand and rock pressed down by lots and lots of water. See if you can find shells somewhere near where you live, or go to a museum or something. I don't think you have a museum nearby, but I bet you could probably go outside and find some rocks and find some shells in there, but you better ask before you do it, okay? Or maybe you could just ask your mom if she's got some shells. Maybe she's brought some from the ocean, you know, the different times that she's gone to the ocean. Maybe you can ask her and then you can look at them, okay? All right, so what I'd like for you to do today is do your thankful page and then see if your mom has some shells that you can look at, okay? All right, that's all for today.